Hey guys, it's Duan, and by the time that you are watching this, it is going to be Tuesday, May 1st, which is my 30th birthday. So side note, it's Saturday and I'm at Central Park having a little day date with myself, and it is so beautiful. I have to show it to you. Okay, wow. Wow. Oh yeah. Felt like the best possible video I could upload today is 30 things that I have learned in 30 years. So I hope that you enjoy it and come along. Number one is start investing early. I opened an investment portfolio when I was 23. I was like, I'm gonna put some little monies and open an investment portfolio and like pick some stocks that I really like and just something that I will not touch and just hopefully grow throughout the years. And obviously, if I get extra monies, add to that. I think that was one of the most important things that I've done in my 20s, and I definitely encourage you to do so if you have not yet. Basically, the first few are gonna be about finances because it's just very, very important. Number two is definitely being smart with your money. My grandmother, who grew up during the Great Depression, she was so amazing about money. She was so frugal throughout her life. She didn't just like spend. She always like budgeted, and she just invested wisely. All of her friends who were like the same age would have like a little investment group and talk about what they were investing in, and just so smart with money. And I've definitely looked up to that so much, especially in the last 10 years. It's just like, wow, I really want to be like her. On that note, number three, if you need to go shopping or you need anything, seriously, go to TJ Maxx or just wait for an upcoming sale. It'll come, I promise you. If you want to go clothes shopping, definitely look into thrift stores. I'm such a thrift store fiend. I love Goodwill, I love Salvation Army. Also, it's just wonderful to buy secondhand clothes and recycle clothes, and I think that that's just so important because like I remember when I was younger and I would go to like Abercrombie and Fitch or whatever it is and pay outrageous prices when it was just so unnecessary. I mean, you work so hard for your money, so you might as well keep it for yourself and have money in your bank account rather than spending it on things. Learned recently, or just read this tip recently in the book that I was reading called Smart Women Finish Rich. Setting a limit for you, whether it's like $50 or $100 or whatever it is. If there's something over that limit, like if there's something over $100 that you want, take a step back and think about it for the next 48 hours. The case is usually that you didn't really need that, and then you just saved yourself that money. If you absolutely have to have something that's designer or a specific brand, don't just go to the store and buy it. There are seriously other ways to find those items, and I promise you, you will find them and you will save all the extra money of yours. If you want to look at designer purses, I suggest therealreal.com. Also, TJ Maxx. I love TJ Maxx, you know that. They have a section on their website that is runway. It has just like great brands for much cheaper. If you have the chance to travel outside the country and go to Italy or wherever that it's actually manufactured in, it's definitely going to be cheaper over there because it's not being imported into the States if you're in the States, and you will not have to pay a tax, which is pretty awesome. Whatever debt that you've accumulated, say you have student loans or you have a mortgage, definitely, if you can, as much as possible, put more money towards your debts, because interest rates on like all these loans or car loans or whatever it is, basically a ton of money that you're spending extra on top of how much you owe. You don't want to be married to your bills, and the sooner that you are debt-free, the better, because then you get to actually enjoy all your hard-earned money like to the fullest and not have like huge chunks taken out. Because who likes that? Nobody likes that. Don't make excuses not to travel. So what Craig and I have been doing, which has been working out amazing, because we went to London last month and we're going to Rome this week, which is absolutely crazy. We have been super researching all our vacation stuff, which is also like so much fun in itself. Specifically for our flights, it was going on googleflights.com. We would type in JFK to Rome, and then we would search what days to fly on that's cheaper, and also setting like email alerts to know when to book. Both times we've found round trip tickets to Europe for less than $500. And then for our hotels, we've been using our credit card points. If you have a credit card, I hope that you have one with rewards so that you can like use it to your benefit. We've been like adding our credit card points together and using it to book our hotels, so we haven't even needed to pay for our hotels. It's also a way for you to learn about the world and about different cultures and eat different foods and meet different people and just learn about yourself. Set deadlines. I feel like the only reason I've been so consistent with posting a video every single week, like every single Tuesday at 11 a.m. is because I set that deadline. So no matter what, I will do it. You will find the time if you make the deadline for yourself. And then when you reach your deadline every single day, every single week, every single month, in 3 years, whatever it is, you just like feel so good about yourself and can pat yourself on the back and just feel like, oh yeah, I did it. And that's an amazing, amazing feeling. Never rely on anybody to make you happy. Thanks, Mom, for teaching me that life lesson. If you are thinking about being a vegetarian or specifically a pescatarian like me, I'm telling you, it is not hard at all. I have been a pescatarian for 9 years now, and every single restaurant that I would go to, there's always been vegetarian options. If I'm going to eat fish, salmon options, shrimp options. It's so simple and it's so easy, and you can totally do it if you want to. If you don't want to, then that's okay. But if you want to and you're thinking about it, it's really easy. You should do it. But you don't have to. If you're in an unhealthy relationship or a toxic relationship of any kind, whether it's filled with jealousy or hope to God it's not abusive, whether it's mentally or physically, it's still abuse, just know that that person is not the right person for you, and that there is somebody out there that will definitely treat you how you want to be treated. Your parents truly love you. I know this. A thing that my mom used to teach me is that you should make your bed in the morning, because if you start the day by accomplishing something, then you are just setting yourself up to keep that trend on for the rest of the day. Just keep accomplishing, keep accomplishing. I read somewhere that tomatoes help your belly flatness. Drink more tea, specifically ginger and green tea. Just from my experiences, whenever I add green tea to my everyday diet, I just feel so good. Also on that note, adding lemon to your water, it's so good for your digestive system. Also a little bit of apple cider vinegar, also a little bit of turmeric powder or turmeric drops. It is so incredibly important to surround yourself with great people who is on the same wavelength as you, and you guys can be there for each other and lift each other up together. Those are the people that you want to keep around, people who truly, truly care about you. Don't buy shoes that are too small. Don't buy all your furniture from IKEA. Remind yourself to trust yourself more. You are you, and you will always make the best possible decisions for yourself. That definitely has helped me in regards to worrying and having anxiety and stressing, where I'm just like, oh my God, when that happens, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, but when I get there and I'm experiencing that moment, everything will be fine because I trust myself and I will handle it to the best of my ability. It's never too late to start something, whether it's a hobby or continuing your education in something that you've always wanted to learn. Just imagine a few years from now how happy you're going to be that you started something today. Seriously, just do it. Don't be afraid of failure or doing something wrong. The best way to learn how to do something is by doing it. So I feel like if you get past that hurdle of just being afraid, like for example, me not knowing how to edit or like shoot videos for YouTube, but I just did it. I've only gotten this far because of doing it and learning how to edit and like playing with different options. And the same goes for my photography. I've never taken classes or anything, but like a couple years ago when I decided to pick up my dad's film camera and seeing what shot I like, what colors I like to capture, and noticing shadows and seeing like how pretty the clouds are. And it's such a great experience when you are doing and then you learn by doing. It's like, yeah, just do it. Spend as much time with your family and your grandparents as you can, because one thing I've noticed with losing my dad and my grandma and my grandpa and thinking about them constantly is that I wish I had spent more time with them. So for those who you still have around, definitely ask them questions and be present and really listen to them and just be with them. It's really important. Escargot is really good. Oh no, I almost dripped snot on my... Make sure that your Bluetooth headphones are Bluetoothed to your phone before you start playing music, because you might accidentally start blaring Backstreet Boys to the world. Me time is so important. If you're in a relationship, definitely find time for yourself. If you are just out of a relationship, don't just jump into a new relationship. And if you're single, really take that time to find yourself and focus on making yourself happy. Take more time to take deep breaths. Your body and your mind will truly thank you. If you're going through a hardship or something that you feel is possibly the worst thing that could ever happen. Just know that you will get through it. It will get better, I promise. You are stronger than you think, and never forget it. Do more things for yourself, like pick up a new hobby, walk through the park, look at the puppies and the blossoms and the people, lay on the grass and be more present, and just do more things that make yourself happy, because you deserve it. I have learned how truly important relationships and connections are. If it's with your family and your friends, really be there for them, because they are the people that love you the most. And even with strangers or new people that you meet every single day, or the checkout person at the grocery store, really look at them in the eyes and acknowledge them and say thank you, because we are all here and we are all living, and it's crazy who we meet in this life, and you never know what someone's going through. So it's always important to be kind and really treasure the connections that you do make. Last but not least is don't fear aging. I'm so excited to be turning 30 and just like learn more and grow more, and just thinking how wonderful it is that we get to experience all these different stages of life, and really embrace it and not take it for granted. Like my dad, for example, passed away when he was 62, which was way too young to pass away. He didn't get the chance to experience going to his daughter's wedding or being a grandparent. But on a good note, when I get to those stages, I will try to experience them the best that I can for him as well. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the years to come and what lies ahead. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that you are able to learn something from my experiences. If you have some nice life lessons that you'd like to share, I would love to read them. You can post them in the comments, and yeah, we can learn and grow together, and that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I love you, and I will see you next week. Don't buy all your furniture from IKEA. Don't buy all your furniture from IKEA.